So on the list of remakes that we don't need, but if they were made, well made, they would actually make a lot of money out of them, would be a remake of The Mask with Marcelo Hernandez. Yes, my guy. Because he gives a lot of Jim Carrey energy, and we actually know that he would eat in this part. Okay? Yes, he would. Imagine that. And I know that y'all can already see Marcelo Hernandez in this part. I know you can. I know you can. You see how dumb they are? You see how dumb they are? They actually say that they want to make money, but they don't. They could actually call a lot of like creative people that just on a blink, they would make a lot of good things. Marcelo Hernandez already has like that look of that guy that is not that would be like, oh my God, he's so goofy and like clumsy, and all of a sudden the mask is giving him confidence and he's showing up with his alter ego just the way that he would be showing up like Domingo. Now tell me if this would not be successful. And first things first, they would even be smarter if they literally only like released it on theaters and later on to streaming. I just know this. Another franchise that they didn't talk very well about how to remake it was the MIB franchise. And how do I know this? Because they took a very essential quirkiness about it, that is the character. Like, they didn't brought anyone that had the same energy as Will Smith. That was where they got it wrong. If they used someone like Brent Gray, like I already said on a video that is specifically only for the series, for the MIB franchise that I thought about, Brent Gray would be an orphan called Leo that one day while he was like outside, he would actually see MIB agents in action. And they would try to like erase his memory, but somehow my guy would escape. It's already interesting. I know that. So basically, they see that he has like all of the characteristics necessary to be admitted on MIB High, a high school where they train kids to become MIB agents. Don't you see that this is already more creative than whatever the hell they were thinking? Yes. Now, on that high school, y'all see that dog? That dog is a teacher. Y'all see those aliens? They teach us that. This is already hella hilarious. Just so the thought of it. Even Will Smith would be one of the teachers. Why? Because only kids that happen to be orphans or kids that had like problems in their homes, right, would be admitted on that place. And Will Smith just so happens to have saved, in this case, Agent J, just so happens to have saved a girl years before, and she just so happens to be the best student. They have this relationship that is like father-daughter. So basically, y'all already seen that she's going to be the love interest of of Leo's character. Yes, and then there's like these other two characters that is like, yeah, so basically there would be like these four students that stand out, right? In this whole MIB situation. And in the beginning, he would be just as clumsy, very unaware of everything. But since, right, he would have the help of Agent J, even though in the beginning, both of them will not hit it off because they are very similar. They're very similar, and Jay will not like at all the fact that he's going to kind of be flirting with the girl that he has like his daughter. So he's like, what are you doing? So yeah, if they were actually creative, they could have made different things, honestly. If you're gonna make a remake, be creative about it. Tell a different story. But they only have money. They don't have a lot of creativity, I guess. Oh, and another thing. This would not be a movie. It would be a series. Yes, right? Since they want to make money, but they don't think very much about it. If it was a series, it would be way more profitable. And we could even add romance with Agent J. Y'all see in the second movie where there's like that princess? Yeah, I thought that we could have like an episode where he would need her help to save like the girl that is like his daughter, because he's going to be like kidnapped by aliens, and the only person that can help him is like the princess that now is the queen. Yes. And it would be like the first time that they had seen each other after like that, the end of like the second movie. I really be thinking like, people that do these remakes, they don't love movies. They don't love them. Because if they actually loved or had some kind of like admiration for the movies that they were remaking, they would actually be creative about them. But they don't love them. So they don't have any type of like ideas of stories to like do with them genuinely. Because if they genuinely like them, we would see a lot more heart in these remakes. But there's none. There's just greed.